it!
All those weird shenanigans.
Just do it!
Surprise. You guys probably didn't see this coming. I'm going to do movie reviews and a game review. I'll do a game review and talk about a trailer.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
So, breaking news. Fallout 4, we already know. Graphics look kind of weird. People don't really agree with them. It's not about the graphics, people. But, I mean, if you're going to pay $60 for a game for next gen, I mean, people really do want graphics. But, I mean, if you want graphics in a large world, go PC, baby. So, movie reviews. Movies I watch this week include Kingsman, the secret society that is about well-dressed individuals. Mad Max Fury Road, the movie that should have been Twisted Metal Black. Also, Mr. Turner, artistic fat guy. And Blue Velvet. Yep, David Lynch, enough said. Let's start off with number 1. Kingsman. Let's give you a little rundown why I'd recommend it, why I wouldn't recommend it. Kingsman is a very interesting movie, typography-wise. If you know what typefaces are, you're probably not going to like the movie in the beginning. Like, the intro's kind of weird. Like, you're like, whoa, English music, not British music. Like, bow, 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 bow. And, like, that's my best example of English music. But we're talking English music like some 60s rock, you know? Or 60s, 70s, yeah, 60s, 70s, like Vietnam rock. Kingsman in a whole. If you like action, you're gonna get action. If you want to hear Samuel L. Jackson talk funny, you got it. Somewhat, I had 50-50. Like, you're like, whoa, her nose is weird. Her haircut kind of bugs me. Like, if I'm getting head from this chick, is her nose gonna pop out one of my nuts? I don't know. I mean, are her legs an issue? But interesting movie. Doesn't really depict Secret Service-wise. Things are a little exaggerated. You got like 5 seconds of parkour. The trailer really exaggerates the film. Going into it, you got a decent amount of explosions. But I will say, spoiler alert or no spoiler alert, there's scenes where you really question it. You're like, whoa, what's going on? I didn't see this much training. Like, did he just train overnight? Is that it? Lately, I've been seeing movies doing that. Like, film has been just really fast-forwarding what's going on in the film, per se. And it really skips, like, a lot of things that you'd want to watch. Kind of like Maze Runner, in a sense, where you're like, this guy just suddenly is a master Maze Runner. I'd have to read the book, maybe. Kingsman, I'd give it 2 snaps for pretty good action-wise. A lot of British stuff. Main character makes you feel weird every now and then. There's a weird, spoiler alert, asshole set in there. Next one. Mad Max, Ill-Tempered Road. Mad Max. Okay, back to Mad Max. In Mad Max, lot more action than Kingsman. Definitely a lot more action. You have a lot of senses of nostalgia from the original Mad Maxes with Racist Gibson. Which is kind of funny because he's racing-ish in that movie. So, Mad Max is interesting. It's got Bane reincarnated, you know, and he's got a new thing on his face. You know, he's not breathing, or he's still talking a little funny, like really angry. He's obviously upset about something. They kidnap him. He has really amazing blood. I didn't know that Beast from the new X-Men movies, like Days of Future Past, the guy who played Beast is in that movie, and he's the one that goes, "What a lovely day." It's a little lengthy for my taste, but the action really makes up for it. There's a lot of questions that are unanswered, though, like who are these white guys, super albino people? I never got that. Why did they need his blood? Never got that. Why does everybody have these weird bumps and sores? Never got that. Also, we never really got to see the face of our villain, which is a lot of movies. Like Bane, we never really, like, we did see his face. Never mind, cut that. Good movie, a lot of action. So for top two action flicks that I'd recommend, mainly Mad Max. That one's really interesting. Cool stuff, cool effects. Kingsman, it's like a spin-off of James Bond in a sense. Don't know how I feel too much about that. I'd say like two snaps for Kingsman. Mad Max 4 snaps. Mr. Turner, reading up into it. Of course, like reviews is always from like pretentious, snobby movie reviewers. I'm just a ordinary beaner. Mr. Turner is a movie about one of Britain's most famous artists. Let me tell you now, if you're an artist yourself, you're gonna feel really anxious going into it, thinking, oh wow, this is gonna be just like the violin, you know? It's not. There's a lot of gaps, very similar to Kingsman. You know how it has its gaps. It's a lengthy movie, which I kind of wish it was a little longer. I honestly wish it was a little longer. There's things that are unexplained, like how is he famous? Like what exactly is he famous for? Did he get the recognition he desired, or were his goals met? Like what's his history with his family? A lot of unanswered questions. A delightful little dish, emotional wise. I went into it thinking it was gonna be like a process following his life, kind of like with Lincoln, more or less. I kind of left my my sweaty chair going, art and stuff. Apart from that, not really knowing what I'm gonna say about that. I thought it was gonna be a like lifelong journey explaining who this guy is and what he did. It really just kind of went off and showing like artists are weird people and they're usually angry and they have really weird ways of depicting and showing their emotion, if I were to sum it up. Also a playful little dish, a very mysterious little dish. I'd give it 2.5 snaps. There you go. It's a half snap. And if you guys enjoyed this video, kill yourself because you're fucking stupid. Just kidding, I love you. That's all I need to say. I'm going to be watching a couple new flicks, including Selma and McFarland. Also, if I were to give a top spot to movies I liked this year, I really enjoyed Interstellar. I like it a lot more than Gravity. Matthew McConaughey. And now I really like driving a Lincoln. Matthew McConaughey, fantastic. Plays the same guy in every single movie. Love it. That one I'd give Interstellar 4.5 snaps. There you go. So that's it for movie reviews. Might do another one of these next week. Maybe not. And that's all I really need to say, guys.